Happy Halloween! Danny, come in. Greetings and welcome to Ask That Mizzou PlayBoy with the glasses. What is the meaning of Halloween? That's a very good question. And the answer is, well, I have to look it up in a dictionary. Could you excuse me for a moment? Okay, I got the answer. The meaning of Halloween is, why do you care what's in the dictionary? The point is, the meaning of Halloween is that people can go about and scare people. Well, that's kind of what it is. Another part of it is getting the candy, especially if you're a kid. And another part of the meaning of Halloween is to have costume parties and celebrate with your friends and family. So there's a lot that digests into Halloween, but it all wraps up into one festive Halloween holiday with pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns. Yeah. What is your take on the candy corn debate? Well, there's not really a debate. It's candy that's kind of like corn. So, what's the debate about that? That's not what I meant. Well, what the fuck did you mean? You clearly asked what the debate, what it is about the candy corn debate. And I told you, there is no debate. So tell me, what did you mean by that question? Do you or do you not like candy corn? Ah! That's something you should have told me in the first place. Well, it's obvious. I love candy corn. Who doesn't love candy corn? It's sweet, it's delicious, it's the official candy of Halloween. With guacamole! Actually, that doesn't really taste great with guacamole. But I'm sure there's other candy that kids like Hershey's and Reese's and Kit Kats and M&M's. But candy corn is the must-have for Halloween. And if you don't like candy corn, well, your call. But candy corn is great. Without guacamole. Actually, with jack-o'-lanterns. Yes. Is it really bad luck to have a black cat? Ah, because it happens to be Black Cat Day. Well, I mean, that's one way to have bad luck, but it's not the thing to have bad luck with. In fact, I don't think you can really have bad luck with a black cat. A cat is nice and caring and cherishing. Now, if you happen to carry that black cat underneath the ladder and just happen to rub salt in the wound, no pun intended, then yes, you would have a bazillion years of bad luck. Not the 7, a bazillion. Because who's stupid enough to go underneath the fucking ladder to think, oh, they're gonna have bad luck? Or if they break a mirror, or if they rub salt, or throw it, or whatever. There is no such thing as bad luck. In fact, well, I can't prove it. But the point is, you people are overreacting with this superstitious mumbo-jumbo stuff. Come on, what's wrong with a black cat? It's just as great as any other cat. Or Garfield. Wait, guacamole! Yes. What's more terrifying, ghosts, goblins, or the Bucks' new lineup? Ah, it's because of the Damian Lillard trade. And you're trying to squeeze that in there for a Halloween-themed question. Well, I mean, come on. Ghosts and goblins would just take each other apart, so by process of elimination, the Bucks' new lineup! I mean, seriously, their motto is fear the deer. There is nothing more terrifying than that 1-2 combo of Giannis Antetokounmpo and Damian Lillard. Trust me, you wouldn't want to face that duo. Just ask the Sixers in the opener. Oh, this is going to be a fun season for Bucks fans, I can assure you of that. With guacamole. Yes. Now, if we were to not include the Bucks lineup because it is not Halloween related. Oh, come on. Ghosts aren't that terrifying. Come on. Give me a goblin or a demon. That's more terrifying than a ghost or a goblin. In fact, give me Super Devil. It's more menacing and terrifying than the actual devil itself. There's a terrifying creature. With guacamole. God, I'm going to hell, aren't I? Who will win the World Series? Oh, that's easy. The Dodgers. They always make it to the World Series, and this is their year to win it. They're not in it. What? What do you mean they're not in the World Series? They're always in it! Who's fucking in the World Series this year? The D-backs and the Rangers. Okay, that's more terrifying than a ghost and a goblin! Okay, who could have predicted this World Series? The Diamondbacks were the last team to make the playoffs. Can you imagine if a certain Cubby didn't drop that catch on a game-ending play that could have won it for the Cubs? The D-backs wouldn't even be in the World Series. And then they proceed to sweep the Brewers, because of course they did. And then they took out the Dodgers, because of course the Dodgers are the choke artists in baseball. Which, I don't know, that could be terrifying for LA fans. And then they took out the reigning NL champion Phillies. Oh my God, that is terrifying. Not to mention it kept one streak alive. Every team that's eliminated the Brewers in the playoffs has gone on to make the World Series. That is a terrifying stat if you're a Milwaukee sports fan. Your team is cursed. That's a team with bad luck. And they don't even need a black cat for that. Now, the Rangers, on the other hand, that's also a surprise because they had to get through the teams with the two best records in the American League. Tampa and Baltimore, good God, those two are the best records in the American League. No wonder why they got in. It was so wide open. And then they had to take out the reigning... You're telling me they beat Houston? Ooh! That's gotta be terrifying for Houston's, because the Rangers got bragging rights for the state. Of course, how did they get Houston? They took out my Twinkies! Who finally won a playoff game and series. Ha! They'll be back next year. But no, if I gotta pick between those two suckers... Oh God, that's more terrifying than a goblin and a ghost. Give me the Rangers. They're way more talented than the Diamondbacks. But what scares me is that as soon as I say that, the Diamondbacks are gonna scare the patooties out of me and win the World Series. Which, if they do, they better wear purple and teal for one of their home games. I am dead serious. They have not worn those since they won the World Series in 2001. I would love to see them wear purple and teal again. Yes. Where have you been? What do you mean, where have I been? Yeah, I haven't been shooting videos as much as I do anymore. It's because you people don't ask me questions anymore. But I'm only doing it for this one time of the year, so I am semi-retired. Much like my other characters are semi-retired. You'll see them once in a while, but not all the time. Because some of us have to do other stuff, you know, besides make productions for the Mizzou Lord 13 YouTube channel, which you should be watching. I'm also available on TikTok if possible. I'm practically giddy with excitement. And so with that, we move on to the next holiday. Yes, I'm talking about Thanksgiving. I am not one of those that skips holidays, you know that. So please, feel free to post amongst the social media pages. I will make sure to put links on them, so that way you have a chance to follow every single one of them. Get subscribed, because you never know when there's another video that's going to come out. And you can ask the questions all over the place. Then I can try to answer your questions again on a more regular basis. Until then, this is that Mizzou Playboy with the glasses saying there's no such thing as a dumb question until you ask it. Happy Halloween, you dumbass! Also be safe trick-or-treating!